Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 CSI Expo. This is Summerfield Abner with Bad Boys TV. We're playing BCA 8 ball. This is the Silver Division Scotch Doubles Final. These guys are playing for first and second, or first, second, second. These guys have battled through a big old field to get here, and this is a big money set. I totally meant to do this ahead of time. I know second place walks away with $1,300. I see the check right here. I'm going to find out what first place gets. Opening break, that's Wade and Wade. We are on some kind of delay here. Bam. No, we're not. We're on the wrong camera. There we go. That was the opening break from Wade Wade. And out of 71 entries, first place is $2,000. This is a $700 set. Second place walking away with $1,300. First place walking away with $2,000. So it's a $650 race to four. I don't know how much pool gambling you guys do, but this is a serious action set. Let's see how they got here. It looks like Ammo Wasson came straight through. They've got to get beat twice. That's something I hadn't brought up yet. So they're your first place winners right now. Wade battled through the bottom to get here. I wonder who put them on the bottom. Let's see if we can find real quick. And Ammo Wasson just went through this bracket like a bullet. Shooting good. Where are you at, Wade? All right, Wade got their first match 4-3. Second match 4-1. Third match 4-3. Fourth match, they lost to Low. Okay. And they had to win 3 more matches to get here. So here we are in the finals. Wade's still at the table. Looks like they are shooting stripes. Got to do something with that ball. I'm not sure if she's going to try and break it out now. Looks like it. Wow. And picking that ball out of there is not an easy thing to do. What a great shot there. People you're watching play right now are Jessica Wade and Chris Wade. Jessica is a 514 Fargo rating. Chris is a 497. I don't think that that's a very traditional thing to see here in the Scotch doubles. Typically, you see the higher Fargo rating going to the male. I'm not saying they're the better player by any means, but I just think as a general rule, that's the way that it's been. But this is awesome. Both these players pretty evenly matched, and that I like that kind of team where both players, it's not one person attempting to carry the other person. Both these players know how to play, you know. They play out of James Street Billiards in Nanaimo. Yeah, Nanaimo. I'm going to call it Nanaimo, BC. They got first place Scotch in the CCS event in 2016. That's a Canadian event. And Jessica, oh, shoot. I like the way she shot that. She made sure she didn't slip into that corner pocket, but just caught it a little too well and caught that head rail and got herself in trouble. She got first place in the women's singles in that Nanaimo CCS event. Jessica shoots with a Jacoby. Chris is about to kick this ball in with a Predator Icon. And they want to give a big shout out to their family and friends back home. So thank you guys for tuning in. Ronald, you're right. Canada does rock. Ton of Canadian players in these late level matches. And this is huge. I think this is going to convert well to Canadian money, and they're hoping for 2,000 American dollars to take on home. Got some Ammo Wasson fans out there also. Tanner, thanks for tuning in. Interesting interplay. Totally. You're absolutely right about that, Donald. It is a very short race for a serious amount of cash. And, I mean, he couldn't hit that ball a whole lot better unless he put it in the pocket. That's all you can do right there is try and make that ball. Even left great on the 8 ball. This brings Ammo Wasson to the table, and unfortunately, they got a lot of room to work with. So, You are looking at Adora Wasson and Jonathan Ammo. They are going to be shooting the solid balls here, and I am going to look up their Fargo info. Starting with the 1 ball, I like that. Man, I don't know who just shot that, if that was him or her, but whoever did, that was a pretty nice stroke you put on that ball. Let's see, Adora or Audra? Maybe it's Audra. Help me out in the chat room if I'm totally screwing that up. Audra Wasson, she's a 391. And playing with Jonathan Ammo. Jonathan Ammo of 595. All right, so this is, I think, conventionally what we've seen a lot more of, and that is a heavier weighted male partner or female partner. Usually there's just more of a separation in Fargo ratings, and you kind of see more guidance on that, kind of one person controlling the table, where you see very little communication between, wow, what a shot there. And that was Jessica Wade just drilling that. That's a tough ball. I mean, you pin that between the rail, and then you got to kiss just off the perfect spot of that. It's very makeable, but a really, really nice shot. And she puts her partner Chris in a great position to make this ball. So it'll be interesting to see here what ends up working out better. The closely rated players who kind of know how their partner can shoot, and they just have similar skill levels, as opposed to more distinction between the two players. It can go either way, and right now, Jessica and Chris Wade taking that first game, going up 1-0. They're 25% of the way there. It was their break, so hold and serve. We got Ammo Wasson coming back to the table. This is Audra Wasson and Jonathan Ammo. They play out of Felt Billiards in Inglewood, Colorado. They play with A&E Cues, and they are sponsored. This is sponsored by Bear Down Billiards and Felt Billiards. It's interesting. Felt is a name that I had thought about. I like Felt. I like slate and wood. Yeah. Interesting stuff. All right. Well, it looks like people are starting to pile into the viewer room. Please jump on the chat. Let us know how we're doing. If there's anything you want to see, anything you're curious about, let me know. We are streaming live here, the BCA Silver Division Scotch Doubles Final, coming to you from the 2020 CSI Expo. And this has been a heck of a tournament. Unfortunately, it's a heck of a tournament that's going to get cut short. Oh, kind of like their turn at the table. Great break, heck of a spread, and just drifted all the way down to that corner pocket. Man, that's rough. Ronald saying Jessica plays more tournaments than Chris, and that you do see a lot of that in Scotch. One player playing a couple more tournaments, and maybe one player even kind of sitting out, just because maybe they don't have the time, or maybe they want to be able to compete together. Fargo, definitely, it's interesting to see how this all plays out, how people are able to stick with their partners despite different caps for different events. And yeah, Scotch is a combination of Fargos, so, and it's complicated. I think it's tougher than teams. It's not one person out there playing, it's two. You're playing half a game, and you got to play to your partner's skill sets or skill set. All right. That's not a bad shot. I think he was trying to leave for the 7 ball there. I think it just slipped a little more. Hey, thank you, Chris. Coming home Thursday. So I'm coming home Thursday. Mike's leaving Wednesday. I didn't find out from Bob when it sounded like he was kind of planning on sticking around. But hopefully he's not stuck here doing loadout. I hope that he can jump on the flight with me, man. Thursday, there's cheap stuff with Allegiant. She just jacked up, didn't even bat an eye at that. I think people take for granted how difficult it is to shoot over balls. Left him great on that 5 ball. Right now you're looking at 5-4. And you're either going to, I think the safest way is to get to the left side of that 6-7, and then kind of go back and forth until you take that 3 ball to drift down for the 8. No, you just don't want to get on top of that ball. Chris, you said you changed him to Thursday. Were you able to change your ticket, or did you have to buy another one? There is a chance that would be more appropriate talk for me to do on my telephone as opposed to a live stream pool match. Maybe not. We'll see. Um, I will hold up on that one. But I'm going to have to give a Legion a. Oh, no way. I screwed up. Ugh. Okay. Well, I'll try and give him a call later. We'll see what we can do. Stripes and a. Oh, that's right. Okay, so back cut that ball. Drills the back cut, but that's the danger. Yeah, that is good information for everybody. Oh, man, that's a heartbreaker getting stuck behind that ball. It's a center of the table is a tough place to kick to. You don't have a whole lot of room. Might be able to get past that 10 and kick at that 3 ball. Kind of doesn't look that way. It looks like you're going to be spinning the ball a bunch. All right, calling the 3 ball. So must have enough room. Looks like you can get to that rail just a little bit higher than that first diamond. So, no, maybe higher. If you can get to a diamond and a half. Oh, she's jacking up. So, yeah, she's spinning the ball. Really good hit. You just got to make sure you don't squirt too much before you swerve that ball. It's really easy to just slide into that 8 ball. And that's a dangerous spot to be sliding into the 8 ball. It's right by that corner pocket. All right, so this is Audra coming back to the table. She's starting this off. Starting with a 9 ball. Shoots a nice confident shot there. Caught a little bit of the rail going in, something you want to be leery of on these diamond tables. But leaving great position for her partner. Her partner's just going to shoot, I don't know. Here's a great conversation point for those equal skill sets. I think a lot of players, when leaving a simpler shot for their teammate, are going to take the 11 ball here. But I think the right shot is to take this. I think the 14 and just leave the perfect angle for him to make that 11 and pop out for the 12, and then you're shooting the 12 to get back up table. Another important thing is to know what part of the table your partner is comfortable reaching to. I know that that's something I continually screw up. I shoot with Joel Peck. Joel's not quite as tall as I am. And he all the time is like, how do you think I'm going to reach that ball? And for me, I want to be close to the ball because I'm not a great shot maker. I do a lot better from close range, like this shot here. Boy, she shot that great. And leaving an option. I do think he'll still end up taking the 12. And right there, he's looking at that line off the 13 that he wants to leave her so that she can hit the nice, easy shot to trickle down for the other 2 balls down here. The 10 ball is the trouble ball. Doesn't go in the lower right-hand corner pocket. Maybe he's looking at taking it right now. That is not a bad shot at all. Yeah, do that. I think that's a great call. Okay, so he's leaving that for his partner to drift down. And that's a lot of trust and faith to put in your partner. Kind of a challenging shot here. Not to make and not to go in the right direction, but to control the speed. So she's going to be hitting into that 13 ball pretty full. And knowing how your cue ball reacts to that full shot is really important. This is a shot that you're going to hit just barely above center. You're going to push through the ball. You're not going to punch it too much because punch is going to create slide. So you just want to nice, easy drift down. That's a really nice shot. Hold up, sugar. Yeah, look at that. Might have got a little straight, but that's a terrific play on the ball. Nice shot, Audra. Um, and yeah, you'd like to be leaving something a little simpler than you're going to end up leaving taking this 10 ball now. But yeah, it's not worth forcing this. So I think 10 ball, you're probably going to try and get off the rail, not leave them on there. Tanner, my name's Summerfield Habner. I'm with Bad Boys TV. Be joined by fellow commentators Bob Robbins. Be joined by Mike Deichman. Deichman, that's the one. He told me and I totally forgot. I'm the worst. Anyway, Mike D will be on the mic with me later on. We have a fabulous guest commentator, Colby, and Colby is doing a terrific job joining us. And at some point, she's going to get in here. I see her throwing a paper airplane around. She's been doing a lot of clerical work with the Bad Boys. She's got mail. She has a paper airplane that she's delivering mail with, and she's ready to step in the booth. She knows she's got fans out there, and she wants to give the people what they want. She wants to get out there. She's learning a lot about the game of pool. We had a little strategy talk today, and we're gonna get ready for another big day of commentating. I think he wanted to leave her dead straight. Truth is, dead straight's harder sometimes than a little off angle. She's got a pretty big pocket down there in the upper left-hand corner. Tricky thing is getting over and back. It's a natural line, and you're going to be shooting. You don't want to draw this ball a lot, but you do need to hit below the center of the cue ball to make sure you're not drifting up table, and you do want to hit outside, which is going to throw that ball back towards the left. So this is barely past the center of the cue ball, or barely past the center of the object ball. Throwing this with right-hand English, a little below center to drift back, and you just want to be on the left-hand side of the table, that's all. Look at that shot. Drilled that ball. That is huge. We got a match on our hands. We're going to 1-1 right here. Holy cow. Huge shot by Audra Wasson. And this is Jonathan Ammo to finish this one up. Going 1-1. That's how a big money set's played. Holy cow. All right, here we go. This is going to be Jessica Wade to break. Looks like she's going to be second ball breaking here. And it looks like she caught a good part of that head ball too. Pretty good control. I mean, that ball just rocketed in. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. We got 14 balls up, 1 down. Boy, looking good, man. The only thing that leads me away from solids is the 11-8, but I mean, you got a bunch of things you can do to work with that. I don't think the 8 passes the 11. I'm going to start with the 6 ball here usually. She likes the stripes. Stripes are also laid out pretty well. And you got another ball to help deal with it. If that 11 goes by the 8, then I think I would probably take the 11 now. All right, great start out shot there. Yeah, again, the 11's your only real problem ball. So go, I don't know, are you starting with going back to the 9 ball here? Taking her time to make this decision. I think she's going to play that 12 ball, and maybe she's thinking to stop there and take the 11 in that lower left-hand corner pocket. Great control on that cue ball. Man, looking really good. And speak of the devil, his ears are burning. Walking into the booth right now, the one, the only, the ponytail, the winner's side, guaranteed 5-6, Mike Deichman. Did I say it right? Did I finally do it right?
Hello, am I here?
You turned us
Now
both
we're
off.
here.
You know,
I'm the Steven Seagal of BCA.
the Steven
What
Seagal
do you
of
think
you.
of that?
Wow. I like it.
I don't like it,
all.
and I made it up.
Western BCA Steven Seagal, ladies
Right,
and
Western
gentlemen.
BCA's own
Mike
Steven
Deichman
Seagal.
joining
Mikey.
us up in the
Yes,
booth.
yes.
And these guys are crushing it. These guys are playing like you're playing in this tournament right now.
They're playing good.
They're playing good.
I'm having a hell of a good tournament.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Won again at 1:30. That was your first match. You play again tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 6, something like that. Yeah.
Tomorrow at 6. Perfect.
And you know what? Let's be honest. I'm making that up.
You have no idea. Why would you?
It's not the
tomorrow.
morning because I would have remembered the morning. It said Tuesday because it was abbreviated. TUE.
Okay.
I remember that.
2E. Yeah.
TUE.
TUE. Mike, I tell you what, I just found out that I can get my flights changed. Matt McGinnis, right there.
You can get your flights changed?
Yeah, and I already bought another ticket, so I'm gonna step out for a minute. Can you handle this? Because I'm gonna try and cancel one of those
flights. They're playing 8 ball?
They're playing 8 ball.
Okay, I could do this.
This is Wade.
8 ball's last, right?
They are crushing it right now. They're playing great. Like I said, Wade in the jerseys, and you got Audra and Jonathan Amo.
Okay, thank you.
They shoot terrific.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
This is working out so well.
I love it.
Hello. I just like pushing buttons and saying hello. It's my thing. All right, so pulling back for the 14, I would imagine. Okay. Shape on the 14, to be fair. It has been the busiest phone day today in America. People are like, you know where Mike D is? He's in Vegas. Let's talk to him. Okay, so maybe maybe I'm wrong here. So he's shooting solids. So he's on the 6. All right, I'm trying to catch up. He wants to be careful to scratch here, but if he could get shape on, let's say, the 2 or the 3 ball right now, that would be really nice. All right, now that's what I'm saying. He's going to get down here probably on the 5 just to be safe because nobody wants to shoot that 3 ball. But after the 5, he's got the 3, the 2, the 7 to the 1, the 1 to the 8. And excuse me, I should say they. And is this one of the Wades? I think this is the Wades. This is not the Wades. This is, okay. This is Audria and Jonathan. All right, so 3 to the 2 ball. Okay, a little low. So, yeah, he's not thrilled about that. They're out of Felt Billiards in Inglewood, California. Nice. I wonder if they're always up to no good. Oh, Oh, thanks, Chris. Thank you. It went my way. It's 8 ball. The balls have been sitting nicely, and I've been picking apart the rack nicely. Breaks have been good, but just like all pool, it's just going my way right now. I play James DeVee next. As long as we're not arm wrestling, I might be okay. All right, so there's not really a jump there. Yeah, I would tell you my idea, but I don't have any ideas. Is discussion amongst the players allowed? It is, as long as the player not shooting has to stay behind the table that the players sit at during the match. The shooting player can move around and go to the table, and the player not shooting, and this is the one that throws me off, could yell the person's name. They could say, "Hey, Billy Bob, stop and come here. I want to talk to you," in mid-stroke. That's legal too. But you can't approach the table. And that's my answer, Wambra. Yeah, I hope that it'll be a good match. God willing. He plays really good. This is tough. I don't think the angle is there. That's why I really don't have much to say about it. I think he's going to come in low at it. Wow. That couldn't have been more perfect, and it still didn't go. The fact that he avoided the 8 ball in there, I really didn't think that was physically possible. Yeah, that was a great shot. Even, he could have done it much better. So you got to start on the 9 ball. And then it just depends. The natural shape is a tiny bit of top right into the rail and back out, and it's shape on the 10 ball. But you could put a bunch of left hand on that so that when after it hit the 9 ball and hit that bottom rail, it just kind of zings to the left and then comes around into the line of the 14 instead of crossing the tee. It comes into the angle of it. So I don't know. Yeah, okay. Honestly, and that would have worked even a little bit higher. Would have been on the 14 too. This is nice position right here. This could be just fine. All right, and this is one of the Wades. Nice. A little short, and on this kind of a shot, a little short's kind of tough. It's not impossible, but you have a tendency to hit this thick, kind of thunk it, and it goes into the long rail on the right-hand side. And diamonds do not like that. Diamonds really like center pocket.
I think that's something she knows, because if there's one thing we know about these diamond tables, it's that they are a girl's best friend.
And yes, that's true. As an example of what I was saying, that's just what happened.
Tend to hit that thick.
She hit that long rail there, and
Oh, Mike made the right call.
well, we were going to mark it up on our tally sheet.
Ding.
Yeah, we pay at the end of every day.
Man, and I'm losing. Yeah. You haven't even taken my money. That's the same $2 from days ago.
It is. Well, I like to keep it there. I don't want you to think I'm leaving, quitting you up.
As a reminder, gotcha.
I know that can start a years-long rift between people. I've seen it happen.
Speaking of years-long rift between people,
yeah.
How was the flight? Have you heard back? Any news?
Good. No, it went just fine.
Gotcha. Oh, hold up, and I think the tendency is to hit that long also.
Yeah. Are you going to bank this, or are you going to put it in the side pocket?
I don't think my bank shape is any better than my cut shape.
And you would think the cut shape, you're coming right into the angle. Instead of crossing the tee, you're going to come into the angle, right?
Cross my tee. Tell me about crossing the tee on this shot.
Think of this as the opposite of crossing the T. If he cuts the one in and brings the cue ball around 3 rails, he's coming into the angle.
Where's the
So
T? Draw me a T.
So, well, listen. So instead of he's coming into the angle that way, the opposite would be if he were to try and cut the one ball in and bring the cue ball back and forth and try and cross the tee and stop at the right spot on the angle. So instead of coming into the angle, he's trying to stop. He's crossing the tee.
Because he's come. Yes, gotcha. And you kind of hope you get behind the 8 ball. You want to overhit this. You want to come to the backside of the 8 ball so that you're shooting back uphill with the 8 ball.
Because of that darn pesky stripe?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to stop on that to take it in the lower left-hand corner. I want to come another foot. But, I mean, that works out great.
Jonathan, that was a great shot.
Shorts.
Do you call him Jonathan?
What?
Do you call him Jonathan or John?
We call him John, but I don't know how close you guys are.
Well, we've only met a couple times.
I went with Jonathan because you wrote Jonathan.
I see. No, legit. That's legit. I'm going to go with Jonathan, too. I read a tale about a seagull once happened to be Jonathan.
Huh. Last name?
He's Livingston.
I just listened to that not too long ago. It was
the long version or the short version?
Short.
Okay. The long version is a little brutal.
Yeah. It's the short one was entertaining.
Yes, right, exactly.
And I didn't remember it being that short. I was definitely like, huh, what am I missing here? You're cutting this one, right?
I believe that the Cliff Notes version of that book is actually better than the book. Yeah, I'm cutting it in. But if I cut it in, I'm on my tippy toes and I'm kind of jacked up. She may not love that shot. She may prefer a bank. You know, there's ways that's easier. What do you think her Fargo is?
I'll tell you. It's on that sheet right there. This has been the most interesting conversation I've been having with myself. Is
391. She should. She should cut it. She should just cut it. Yeah.
We have 2 different combinations of teams. We have a 514 and a 497, very close in Fargo rating. And here we have a 595, great shot. She's come with 2 huge shots.
Dude,
Emma Wasson taking a 2-1 lead. So here we have, almost a 200-point gap. More than a 200-point gap.
Right.
Math. Colors.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And she has not shot like a 391. She is shooting really, really well. She back cut this ball earlier to give beautiful shape on the 8 ball. Hitting the ball really, really good. But yeah, this is kind of the 2 combinations of teams that I feel like you see the most in Scotch.
The strategies.
The mismatch
Yep, right.
And it'll be interesting to see which one comes out on top. This may not be a great depiction because of how well she plays. It may not be as much of a difference. She just may not have as many games in the system, which is why I could probably start writing down robustness.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah,
I do because
talking a lot.
No, I'm just trying to keep up. I don't want to insinuate that she has a low Fargo than she should have, especially without knowing what her robustness. And I'm sure she's a wonderfully nice person who's just here to have some fun. We're checking out her robustness now. We're gonna bust this chick. Someone says, "Yeah, that's cool." Have you seen Columbo?
Back to the Columbo conversation.
Back to Columbo.
There is just one more thing I'm going to check out.
Great spread. Oh, that was a great break.
If you have a partner that can break, you're so thrilled.
Yes.
You know why? Because I don't know. Okay, robustness, not an issue. 2480.
Audrey is on the level, my friends.
Yeah. Almost 2,500 games in the system.
2,500. You achieved robustness like rock and roll achieved perfection in 1982. She achieved robustness at 200. So no more starter rating factored.
I think there should be little birthdays with Fargo. I think there should be little hey, you achieved 2,500 milestones.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
That would be a fun thing to mark. Is milestones, like your progress on milestones, 500 games, 1,000.
Right. We discussed my. We could just call it obsession, ego-driven obsession, if you want to be really, about my Fargo number. Good. I would like to have some sort of a party if I get to 670.
670. All right. So you got
that's
goals.
1 point.
Yeah.
It's not much, and I still want the damn party. Summerfield.
You
700.
party.
We're going to go to Disneyland. We're taking the whole crew.
Really?
No, but that's what I'd like to do.
Rick's got a timeshare in Disneyland. We're taking the crew. It's happening.
I know.
You might laugh. I'm not joking. We're going. So 670. What kind of party? You talking pizza? You talking ice cream cake?
Some pizza would be good. Some pizza would be good. Some camaraderie. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Tell me.
you don't seem like a pizza guy.
I'm a pizza guy if it's good pizza now.
Okay, all
Now,
right.
these days, pizza's kind of gone downhill.
Tell me
Papa
more.
Murphy's, I like Papa Murphy's.
That's very weird.
It's a
In
crazy
in
world
no
where Papa
way,
Murphy is one of the better pizzas out there.
in no way did I think you were gonna go Papa Murphy's. Oh,
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
Papa John's. That's the you bake your own
Papa,
for
yeah, the
sure.
bake your own. Yeah, a flying pie in Oregon is or in Portland is the best pizza
Flying
around.
pie.
Um,
Okay. What part of town?
there's 70th and Stark.
70th and Stark.
Yeah.
That's very close to my girlfriend's house in Portland.
Oh, really? Yeah, and there's one out in Gresham on Burnside too. Dina Nicolas is good.
Okay.
Giuseppe's is really good. Yeah.
What's your go-to at Papa John's? Are you like
I don't go to Papa John's.
no
Yuck.
Papa Murphy's?
Well, I like
Yuck.
meat lovers. I like a cowboy. I like a pepperoni, extra pepperoni.
Uh-huh.
I'll take a cowboy stuffed.
Do you like a burnt edge pepperoni with the curl in the cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and I like my pizza a little crisp too.
My friend in Eugene has a pizza company. He's got it's called Pizza My Cart, and he just opened a brick and mortar called Slice. He's doing very well.
Oh, cool.
He has nailed the cup, the perfect pepperoni cup, and
Really? That's a big deal.
it's solid. And I've heard him criticize. People are like, I just don't. It's like
I'm not really into it.
you get the grease
You
stuck in.
son of a bitch.
And it's
Right,
like
yeah.
that's exactly what you're going for. So yeah, I am very impressed with him and what he's doing. Big shout out to Josh and all the guys at Slice and Pizza My Cart.
Nice. That sounds awesome. I would love to try that.
Yeah, someday you're gonna come to Eugene.
Someday, yes.
It's
and
gonna
you can
happen.
come to the forest.
Speaking of Paul Marquez, he's already sent me a gambling proposition. I think just watching my game for the 2 games we played, he's like, we should spend some time together.
We should spend some time together. Next time you get up to Oregon, be sure and message me.
Yeah, if you're anywhere in the state,
Right.
Let's
I will
talk.
come find you. Oh Lord. Chris drove by Slice the other day. You'll have to check him out. Yeah, you should.
It's really good. I wish I had waited, but I was nervous to not get it.
I'm sorry, John Graves, about the notifications. I'm not sure. I will pass that on to our tech guy. Notifications is important. John Graves, I know that's simple. What you just said, it's too much for me. I assume it's too much for lots of people. And the problem is, to be real honest, once people unsubscribe, maybe they don't resubscribe. I mean, I don't like, and I don't mean I don't like your advice, but we got to get this fixed. That sounds like a hassle.
Mike, you got a couple policies. One of them's it's do nothing sometimes. Is that one of those do nothing times?
What were we talking about?
Just in general, you were saying, have you liked and subscribed to this channel yet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a long time ago.
If you know that that's a problem, are you gonna? No. That's what I mean.
Am I going to unsubscribe and subscribe?
Yeah.
No, I will not be doing that.
You were acknowledging that's great advice.
What I will be doing is saying, "Hey, tech guy,
why isn't this working?
I shouldn't have to do that."
Yeah. Does that seem like
Are you
work?
real about this? Do you really want people to subscribe and follow your channel? Is that a thing that's important to you?
Do you
If
ever
it's
want to
not,
say, please
that's fine
unsubscribe
with me.
and resubscribe? That's
Right,
2 things.
Right, just exactly.
They already did the one thing.
Yes.
That being said, you are giving quality advice, John, and I completely agree. Encourage anybody willing to do stuff, not Mike D.
I think John understands that I'm not criticizing advice.
I think so too.
The root of the problem.
This fella's got a Moscone Cup jacket on. Have you ever done the Moscone Cup?
No, I would like to do the Moscone Cup. I would like if I were in a position in my life, and I don't know if I want to. I don't know. These. I'm going to go out of town and spend a bunch of money on a pool trip, and I don't get to play pool.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you don't understand what good. I didn't know if I
played
was
less pool at this
not.
pool tournament than I've ever played at a pool tournament, and it's breaking my heart. I
But
can't
you were
imagine
in 2 events.
Yeah,
at least you were entered into 2 events. Moscone,
Totally.
you're not even.
They're
They're
not
not going to let you play.
They're literally
not
not going to let
impressed
me
with
play
how
on the
you
table.
play.
No,
I work for Bad Boys. Sometimes I'm a commentator. Would that get me in?
they're
No,
not going to
Summerfield,
call me from
nothing.
the stands and be like, "Hey, you mind hitting this shot
Right.
for me?
Take this combo.
This is a layup. Why don't
Right,
you take
exactly.
it, Summerfield?"
Exactly. Well, or maybe it's
But
really
maybe.
difficult, and we just believe in you.
Yeah, totally. He hits this 3-railer great.
But I would love
Guy
to go
can
to.
dream.
I would love to go to Moscone Cup. What I was starting to say was, I'd have to be in a position in my life where I took so many pool trips that I could also take a trip that I didn't even have to play pool.
Oh yeah,
Right now, I'm limited to, you can only do so many trips in your life.
It's true. How many trips is that?
I'm at 4 a year right
4 a
now,
year.
and that's a lot. 2 Chinook wins, 1 Derby, and this.
And
that
is that going to be your plan for the rest of?
of my life? I would like that to. Yeah, I would.
Do you know
Yeah.
this one's in February next year? That
Yeah.
makes it more difficult for
Yeah,
me.
I know. Oh, does it really? What's
Well,
February for you?
Well, it's right after January. They do that every year.
It is. It
and
is.
you
It
know
is.
what's in January? It's Derby City Classic. And I think the sandwich of those two makes it challenging.
I hadn't thought about that, buddy.
So
Yeah,
it's nice, just in my life, the people that I'm around like me to be home for a little while.
yeah, that's going to be a problem for me.
Yeah. In this trip, if Chinook Winds hadn't been canceled, I would have been gone for 2 weeks, back for a week and a half, and then I would have been gone for another 10 days.
See, I'm lucky. I take my whole family with me to Chinook Winds, so that's 2 of the trips a year that don't really even.
Now I've got questions. You're saying they go? They're there. They're just not at the event. They're there the whole time.
I've been playing Chinook Winds since my son was, let's say, 5. He's 25 now. I've always brought my whole family. My son, now I take my wife and my 2 daughters. Yes, they're always with me. Yes, they always come to Chinook Winds.
Do you know why I'm asking questions?
No, why?
You said it very clear. You're like, yeah, my wife doesn't come to my matches anymore. It doesn't come at all.
She doesn't.
So what I'm thinking is, wife doesn't come to Chinook. She just stays at home. Stays at home and does her thing.
I see.
Different can of worms now that I know that she's there. What does she do? Does she knit?
Anything she wants.
Long walks on the beach.
Well, no, my foster daughter's in a stroller wheelchair. She can't walk on the sand, so no. But they
She's
do stuff.
busy.
They go shopping. They do. My wife is busy taking care of our 2 9-year-old daughters. No, to say that I would hate to intimate that she's doing anything other than taking care of our children for me while I'm off playing pool. Cool. That's what she's doing. But it's at Lincoln City instead of being home by herself. And in between matches, I'm with her, and in the evening, I'm with her, and it just works out better for us as a family.
That's great.
Yeah.
Probably not going to do Vegas. Vegas.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That wouldn't be as fun. Lincoln City's so
Lincoln
doable.
City's really family friendly, and so is Vegas. But it'd be a little much.
Yeah.
We're here a long time too. Vegas for 3 or 4 days with 2 9-year-old girls might be fun, but we're here. We're here 3 months. Is that right?
I think so.
It's a long.
We're going into the 3rd month here.
Yeah, I believe so.
He just took a big swing at that, and that was Mr. Wade stepping to the table. That was Chris Wade, and I see what he was doing there. It's hard to not want to take a big swoop and stroke at that, but that's what can happen. It can get away from you a little bit.
A lot of ball movement on that shot. Kind of shuffled the whole table, I would say.
Yeah. Left Audra in a tough position. I don't think she's really got much of a pocket for a ball. She's got that 7, but man, you're coming off there fast. You're hoping to hit that 14, but
or hit it so thin that you hit the rail and the gap in between the 14 and the rail.
And you think you can hit it that thin?
I think it's physically possible to hit it that thin. I don't know if I don't know if that's a shot you want to aim to do, because you're right. It's kind of novelty thin.
John, I've noticed that too. I've been struggling to get to the page as well, and I know that's kind of why viewership has been down a little bit. It just hasn't been easy to find. It's something I've talked to Rick and Jeremy about. We will keep working on it. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for tuning in. Love having you guys here.
John, I had that happen too. Now that you mentioned that, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I didn't. I just assumed that was something that I was messing up on. When I go to the YouTube page and look for the live, sometimes I have to find it 3 or 4 times before it's actually happening.
It pulled right up on my phone, so that was.
Is this all female or mixed? It's mixed, John. There are no gender restrictions. It's like I have to say it.
Genderless.
Because see, that throws me, because I think most people, if there's a gender involved, they're not really genderless.
No, but it just means there's no. Yeah, I think they say it genderless.
They do.
The kids these days.
They're wrong.
You'll correct the world.
If you are the only one in the room saying something, does that mean you're wrong?
God, every now and then you old guys so well.
I know, thanks.
I know they do. I know that's how. I'm saying I'm not going to say it that way. I think people are going to understand what you're talking about, for sure.
I think so too. But it's funny.
Man, oh man.
I've had many backroom arguments about what we're supposed to call that division when we changed all that stuff with Western VCA. You know,
Oh,
we have 3-hour board of directors meetings on the phone with 7 of us on the phone where we all take turns speaking. And
wow.
we have literally, argue is a strong term, but we have talked about,
Yeah.
what are we going to call this? And yeah, genderless. I'm just telling you, genderless vetoed down.
Was vetoed down. Genderless.
Yeah, it's not genderless. No, I think right now we're calling it genderless, but we're not in charge of everything.
Were you spearheading that argument?
Nah, I think we moved on to other things.
Yeah.
There's other more important.
Well,
things.
we'll see.
We'll see.
My confusion there is if that's confusing, what do you think that I'm saying when I say genderless? What is it that you're like? Oh, surely he means this. Must mean this division is only.
I have a gender. I can't sign up.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Oh man. All right. Because science, truly.
I'm staying out of that one, John.
Open. Ed Slade, I think open is.
Yeah, okay, Ed, I'm glad you're listening. So you know what I'm talking, right? Open, yeah, I like open. Although sometimes with Fargo Cap and stuff, it's not really open, so I don't know. But I know what you mean.
Here's an option.
Yeah, tell me.
Could just call it Scotch doubles.
That might be the most progressive thing I've ever heard an American say. You're right. It's just Scotch doubles.
Yeah.
There's no need to say anything else.
And
Listen, you could have a panda and a koala bear, buddy. As long as you got Fargos and pool cues, you're in. It's
we're
Scotch
alternating
doubles.
turns. That's
We're
it.
going to take turns.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot the 6. You're going to shoot the 7.
Yep. Sharing is caring.
That's in a 9-ball situation.
One after the. You're absolutely right about that.
Thank you. Thank you. I played some pool. I didn't get this job willy-nilly. He didn't find me on the street.
It's true. Found you during 9-ball. Doing well. You're like, this guy's going to have some free time. He's going to be busy during 8-ball.
Little did he know I was
9-ball, not so much.
I won my last match, and I told Rick, and then I said, sorry.
I heard you.
Which that's a lot of BS because Rick is really proud and happy.
Totally.
And happy for me and happy one of his guys is doing good. One of his commentators is doing well is a good thing. And, but it was funny. It was still funny to tell him sorry.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Huh?
Streaming the finals.
Oh, man. If I could get my goal would be to get on our live stream playing for the point.
How cool would that be?
Something like that, yeah.
I called it yesterday. You know what I want to see?
Huh.
You and James to be.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Is he still on top?
He was last I looked, and he was up 4-2 in a race to 6.
He's tough. Man, is he a good player. Probably better rotation player than 8-ball player. But you know what? I've seen him play more rotation than I've seen him play 8-ball. I've seen him in that Moscone style state-to-state Northwest Cup thing.
Yes.
2 years. And then I saw him, or was he in the second year? Just the first year, but he was MVP first year.
Yes.
That's the way to take that shot. Man,
Nice
I can't
shot.
believe that ball didn't go in.
Wow. Yes, a really nice guy, a really cool guy. He's doing something that I really respect, but I don't have the inner fortitude to do.
Yoga.
He's in the mini tournament room playing mini tournaments.
Yeah.
Getting better. Do you
And
know that's what he's doing?
seemingly
he's getting better when he's over there.
Constantly.
Yes.
He is
right.
he's either in line or on a table.
Right.
And it's not a short line.
No.
At all.
And the mini tournament, the mini tournaments go really well, but I've heard some times where people had to wait an hour or more to play their next match.
Yeah.
In a mini tournament, waiting an hour is kind of brutal. You definitely second guess your choice
For
when
sure.
you're waiting an hour to play your next match in a mini tournament.
You're right though. Seasoning, that's cheap seasoning, and it's if you're making money, you're making money.
He's probably getting. I mean, he's got to be
probably
winning a
crushing over
decent
there.
percentage of those.
Yep.
Yeah, 20 to get in, 100 for first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just made up those numbers, but I think that's what it is.
It is. It's 8-person brackets, $20 to enter, $100 first, $40 second.
And they rake 20.
You see a lot of splits, a lot of 70-70.
Nice.
So you're both making $50.
Right.
Yes, you two play tomorrow. Yeah, totally. Ed wants to see that as well.
Hi, Ed. Yes. I play James DeVee tomorrow at, I believe, 6 o'clock. Although it could be 1 o'clock. I don't know.
I'm just going to look. I'm looking for you.
It's not 9 a.m. I know that. Is table 1 the stream table? No, unfortunately, table 2 is the stream table.
Unless, you know, when it won't be the stream table?
When's that?
If you're on table 1.
Well, I am on table 1. I believe tomorrow I play James DeVee on table 1.
Well, you play James?
I think. Look and see.
I'm looking right now. That's awesome.
High
That's what he
noon,
was
Ed
saying.
says.
I thought Ed was like encouraging that to happen, but that's actually happening. I thought they were on opposite sides of the bracket. Holy cow. You two, table one, Tuesday at noon, my first match of the day. Tell you what, I'm going to be here.
You think we can make that happen?
I'm going to be here.
That'd be pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I would love to be on the stream playing James DeVee.
Oh, God, that's awesome.
All right,
Totally. Cool. We're going to hype it up. Check the... Unfortunately, John, I haven't. I still need to make a police report. I need to get the serial number and everything. I do it all online. I know I need to do that. I appreciate it. I am always on the opposite side of things, encouraging people to do that and follow through with all this stuff. But it's just kind of disheartening when all that stuff happens.
I was just gonna say I was gonna use the term heartsick. When you're kind of heartsick, it's hard to. Yeah. I'm with you.
Man, what a shot! Wade making this a match 2-2. We're playing a race to 2. All right, they got to double dip them. So, Ammo Wasson went straight through. Wade has got to come back and beat him twice. Did I say that right? I think that's right. Not doing anything tomorrow. That's a good way to be. Nothing's a good thing to do.
That's where we're at, isn't it, Ed?
You know who I look up to as somebody who's able to do nothing? Looking at him right now. Mike Deichmann. I'm saying it right? Deichmann?
Deichmann's right, yeah.
I said Deichmann earlier, and I was like, what am I doing?
Whatever you want.
Say whatever you want.
It's America, buddy.
It is. We are in America, amongst America.
I know somebody that if you knew them by their Facebook name, you would actually have no idea who they were.
It's true.
Because it's a secret. In a field.
Shh. Keep it secret. Shh.
All right.
Second place, Ammo Wasson. Yes, Wade's got to beat him twice. So Ammo Wasson is 2 wins away from this championship, and Wade has got to win this match, and then probably a race to 3 on the back. What do you think?
Yeah, I would imagine 3-3.
So
race to 3 on the back.
It's if we
time
get
saver doing that.
Yeah, I agree.
If we what?
If we get through this, it's kind of like a race to 7.
Hey, trust me, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
Yeah. Thank you. I need to hear that sometimes. Right.
I'm here for you, man.
Did you see the OB booth over there is selling OB 1s, 2s, and pros for $100 a shaft?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. Really, that is a hell of a deal.
It's a hell of a deal.
Seriously, those are low deflection shafts for $100. Huh? Wow, that's smart too. You know, I think where OB is right now as a business, they probably have some inventory sitting around.
Totally.
And it's time to make something happen with it and move on with their future.
Get it out there.
So I can respect that.
But just great shafts. I've been thinking about it a lot, about having a travel kit. I mean, just having my cues that I take to travel with. That being said, when I travel, I'm usually traveling for a pool tournament, and I want my gear. I don't want to be like, oh, this is my travel shaft.
You want something good. Yeah. I have a friend he's borrowing my Z shaft for about a year, and I don't really care, but I know he'd like to have a shaft, but they're expensive. They're very expensive.
Yeah, they are.
A shaft for $100. If he was here, I bet he'd buy a shaft. I'd buy it for him, but I got stuff to do.
I'll bet you could walk over there and buy him a shaft and say, you know what? Give me $100 and my shaft back. You just got yourself a shaft.
Instead, you know what I'm going to do?
Nothing.
It's not. No.
I did see that coming.
You did see that one coming.
I'm starting to get it. When I think about doing something, I could also think about doing nothing.
Instead,
I look like a guy that does a lot of nothing, but sometimes I'm just not great at it. I'm going to work on it.
I've never had that impression of you, but I do know some people who maybe have had that impression of you.
Of a do-nothing?
Of a do-nothing kind of a thought. I never thought that about you.
One of the first things that Rick Jones said to me was, I know your type. He's like, living in your parents' basements playing the video games.
Right, yeah.
That is so funny. And I just agreed. I was like, yeah, that's a very accurate depiction. Why? My mom makes the best mini pizzas around. That's why. I'll never leave.
Mini pizzas. Meanwhile, you're running a business.
I do run a business, yeah. The fact is, I that's my title, but the people who work there run the business. Sometimes I work there, and at that point I'm running the business, but I have a pretty unique and remarkable staff. They do a really great job. That's what enables me to be gone for 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
I heard from them recently, and there was a couple whispers of like, man, we kind of feel like a little abandoned out here. Like, we really wish you were here. Don't really know what to do.
Especially right now.
And even though I felt really bad, it was also kind of validating. There was a little piece of me that was like, oh,
Yeah, that's
usually
cool.
I'm the last guy you guys want to see.
Yeah.
Because even though they don't care about me, they do. I love you guys, but they're kind of like, oh, nobody wants their boss hanging around.
Right.
It's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good friends with all those guys, but they're also just like, don't. It's better when you're not here.
Now, I believe that I just read everything shut down in Oregon. Did you read
I
that?
saw the Kate Brown thing, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Well, I think all bars and restaurants are shut down in Oregon. But you should read it.
I'm gonna read it. Should I read it out loud?
Well, you can skim it out loud.
Edgar, Scotch doubles, they do take their time. I'm sorry if you're bored, but I tell you what, this is not boring for us. If it makes you feel any different, this is a $650, or no, this is the difference between $1,300 and $2,000. This is a $700 set. So if Wade wins this set, they go to a race to 3 for $700. To me, that's big money action. It's your call. If you're not enjoying it, there is plenty of great content on the Bad Boys TV. You can look back at all sorts of matches from here. If I were you, I'd get on some of that Derby City Classic stuff. That stuff is awesome. Great content.
Yeah, bar table 8 ball. There's a lot of staring.
Yep.
And yeah, but I mean, Edgar has a point as far as it's two minds trying to accomplish something that's very complicated, and they, even though they can talk about it, it's still tough, and it never goes quite how you wanted it to go, and you always seem out of line. Scotch, I always feel like I'm out of line.
You know why? Chances are you're out of line.
Yeah, chances are pretty good of being out of line. Yeah.
You said your favorite Scotch. If you could pick anybody in the state of Oregon, who'd you say?
Tom Moore.
Tom Moore. And it's because of the amount of time you guys spend playing together.
Yes and no. We have similar games. I love Paul Marquez's game, and he's one of my best friends in the world too. But we have very different styles of running out, and we will get combative with each other in a
playful way, but it'll turn.
Well, it doesn't do us any good in an alpha male kind of a way where we're like, no, we're running out on this ball, and so we'll get back in line for the run out we like. It's just not that great.
I hear you.
Yeah. Different styles of running out. Oh yeah, and I would say that's why.
Who's going to win in an 8-ball match? You and Paul Marquez?
In an 8-ball, Paul is a very good competitor. He plays really good. He often has the edge on me when we do competitive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. What's Paul's Fargo?
A little
not a
less
669.
than mine. I think he's 669 right now. I think he's exactly mine.
I'm going to work on not asking that question. What's his Fargo? As though you're going to know when you know what knows. That computer screen right there.
Yeah, I now Paul's I happen to know. I think he was at 666 for a long time, and I think
that's
he's
right.
like 667, 668 something. Yeah. I think we're basically the same.
No, 669. I mean, let's be honest.
I think we're basically the same now.
Have I told you my funny Paul Marquez story from Colby's?
No.
Long time ago. This was, I was a worse player than I am now. Wasn't playing great. Handicap tournament. I'm playing Paul. I'm videotaping it because I'm like, I get to play Paul Marquez. I was stoked. Paul was still like, I don't know, that was like one of the better local players. And I'm like, this is sweet. I'm going to record this and watch it. And I do. And when I watch it, which was way later, I realized I came back and beat him. And just flying the ball around the table. We're playing 9-ball. And I'm playing a lot of I like to overstroke. So I'm running around the table a bunch, but it's a pretty garbage set. I got a lot of really good rolls. And Paul at one point comes over to the camera and he's like, right in the camera. And for those out there that didn't see my demonstration, he flips me off and kind of gives me a it was ridiculous. I totally get it. but I bet money he doesn't remember that. And at some opportune point, I'm going to help him remember that, and it's going to be hilarious.
That's funny.
You guys can't tell him out there either. It's a secret. Secret feeling.
I got to gamble with Randy Baker in Colby's before they actually officially opened. And it was just Kevin and some other people there as they were doing stuff. And there was plastic on all the tables. And that was a really neat time to be there at Colby's at the beginning of what has turned into a pretty big place there in Salem Kaiser as far as having tournaments, being popular.
Yep. Yeah, that's honestly one of my best gambling stories is from Colby's. It's the best score I've ever had in pool.
Really?
From there. Yep.
What'd you make?
It was pretty good. We were playing Scotch. It was Joel and I, and we ended up playing the owner there at Colby's, Kevin, and played a variety of different teammates. But at the end of the night, it was shut down. It was just us. Bartender cut him off of gambling. Said no more. We're done.
Wow.
And it wasn't a ton of money, and I definitely wouldn't name numbers, but I know that people play for way. This set is, well, yeah. I mean, it was a good amount of money. We were stoked. And Joel wouldn't let me go double or nothing. It was already a big number. He wants to go double or nothing, and he cuts me off, and he's like, no, we're not doing that. We'll play another one for this. Yeah. Joel's thinking is, I'm not going to let you get it back in one. If you want to beat me, I had to beat you 3 times.
Joel's right. Yeah, Joel was right.
I don't think he was right. In this situation, I think the principle's correct. But in this situation, we missed out on it was our last set. And I'm like, this is our opportunity
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Where we don't go anymore, Colby's. Not because of that. It's a separate issue.
No, it's a separate issue?
Separate issue.
Is this
that one wasn't an issue.
Okay.
No, I'm just going to leave it ominous.
Okay.
It's kind of a bummer.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's disappointing.
Okay.
Luckily, there's a bunch of great pool halls opening up. I mean, for a while, Colby's was really, really important, and it's just no longer that for us anymore. We got Legends just down the road. We got some Diamonds popping up in Eugene. We got our 4 in a private room.
Yeah, right.
So it's not quite as important of a room for us now.
Do you guys, you pay a monthly fee on that room?
We do.
You do specifically?
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
I own 2 of the tables, and I also pay rent, and we have, I think it's 8 or 9 key holders. We did get notice from somebody that they're going to stop being a key holder, so we'll be actively looking for one more member.
You try and keep it at 8 or 9?
Try and keep it limited. We don't want it to be too many because we want everyone to know. We say you can play 24 hours a day. We don't want them to walk in and not be able to have a table to play on.
I got you.
That being said, never had that problem.
Yeah.
There's not too many people out there. It's kind of a reach. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Chris is saying my house. Heck yeah. That's my new favorite pool room. They just got their gold crown set up. Is a gold crown 1? Is that right, Chris? We're going to find out.
They shut down schools in Arizona. Yeah, they shut down schools in Oregon and Washington too. I think they're trying to limit gatherings of 10 people or more. So I think that's gotta go get nationwide. Either I misunderstand or things are about to happen.
Things are definitely about to happen.
You know what I mean? It reminds me when people are saying, should I come to the casino? And they've already said groups of 50 people or less should not congregate.
Said 50 people or less.
Don't get on the plane and fly here.
And I'm looking.
The CDC just said no.
I'm looking out here and I can count to 49. I can't count to 50. But if I had to guess, I think there's 49 people out there right now.
Yeah.
Shop the other day with Russell. Nice. I'm glad to hear you were out there. Everybody get out there. Chris, come play with us. I don't know who else is listening, but man, Ed Slade, you ever in town? Come out to the shop. I'm glad to hear Russell's out there. I want to be playing more with him. Look at that shot.
Wow. Dude, that was a great shot.
Beautiful.
Oh my God. She's able to cue off the rail. He gave her a rail to rest on.
Yeah.
That's a nice guy right
That's
there.
a giver.
I bet he opens the door too.
I think he does. Yeah. I think he washes his hands. I think he sings happy birthday twice.
Let's hope for God's sakes he washes his hands.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
she's taking her time here. Yeah, I mean, just nice, pure, straight through that ball. Nice and easy here. Don't want to do too much cueing the ball. Oh,
Wow, great shot.
wow, way to go
Great
here.
shot.
It's Ammo Wasson. They are one game away from taking the set down.
Wow.
Holy
So
cow.
that is Audria?
No. I went with Audra. I thought it was Adora. I didn't see an O. Do you see an O there?
I think it's Isadora.
Isadora?
Let's just make it up completely.
You're throwing a Z and an I in there.
Forget mispronouncing. Let's make it up.
And this is Herbert at the table right now. Jonathan Herbert Ammo. He goes by Herbert.
Okay.
Rocking that Moscone Cup.
I like it.
Do you ever keep your jacket on, go into your match, and have a haven't even had to take my jacket off the whole time? I usually start with a hoodie, and at some point have to remove the hoodie because I'm like, getting warm.
I have to dress in layers to my match. I would never wear a jacket playing pool. Yes, sweatshirts I wear with a t-shirt underneath it,
Okay.
and I definitely it's a layered thing. As soon as I get going,
You
I
pop
have
it
to
off.
take it off. And if I miss a shot, I instantly
Put it
get
back on.
very hot.
Oh yeah, me too.
So I have to. I cannot. I've got to be able to take my sweatshirt off.
Isn't it wild how that happens?
Yes. Yeah.
I had more on and off of the sweatshirt this tournament than I've ever had.
Okay.
Usually it comes off, it stays
It's
off.
a big room. It might not be as temperature controlled as you
Yeah.
might think, or different areas. But yeah, I don't play as well in a zippered sweatshirt. My Fargo goes down 9 points in
You
a
like a
zippered
pullover.
sweatshirt. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the zippered part, the stiffness and the side pockets, yeah, it just doesn't work for me.
The things you learn about Mike.
Things that
I'm
make
going to
you
be back
go,
for more information. Give me just 1 second here.
All right, there's a lot of green here. So she's either on the 7 or the 5. 7's closer, 5's a little easier. We'll see what she likes. Nice shot. Wow, that is really good. Great stroke, Audra. All right, now Jonathan's got some things he's got to figure out here. What does he like? From Inglewood, California. Inglewood. Yeah, definitely on the hill, John. Hey, Colby, do you want to come sit? You can come join if you want, baby. So I'm not sure what he's trying to figure out. Oh. I'm not sure because he touched the 3. He feathered the 3. I just don't really know what's happening. I'm sorry. Anybody got a vote? I cannot see the players. So if you're wondering what's going on, so am I. Trying to look and see if that one ball goes. Five ball to break these up, I would imagine. Yeah, sometimes when you're swinging to break something up, it can be easy to lose your focus on hitting center pocket of the object ball. All right, taking the 11 ball, I believe. Nice. Definitely a tough position here. And Ammo and Wilson or Wasson are on the hill. Wade and Wade need one more to get on the hill. So everybody's in it to win it. Cutting this down. Nice. Oh, leave yourself 9 ball. Nice. Yeah. Make the 9 and then break out the 13. All right, coming in to make this happen. I got to figure breaking up that 13 ball here. Ouch. She's going to want to be sure and move that 2 ball when she does this or he does this. Because that 2 ball is a problem. Nice. Good job. Yeah, that may have been the out right there. Yeah, I guess 3, then 2, and then 6. Yeah, whatever she's planning is. Nice. Good shot. Nice. Nice. Well done. If we can shoot this with this 2-ball with some bottom center, and then back out for the 8-ball. Yeah, here we go. This is pretty do or die. Oh, that was it right there. Oh, brutal. That's tough. If that 9 was a little closer, I could say go off the 9, but it's a little far away. You're welcome for the live stream. Yeah, Yo Wowzer. Yeah, turbo. That's what I'd have to do. To the bottom right hand corner. I see what we're talking about. Yeah, yeah. And if she missed it, block that pocket. Yeah, exactly. Especially with that hair of a thin cut, it'll probably. It's not like it's gonna fly down there. It's gonna drift.
That dude Persley, there are going to be more matches tonight. In fact, we are going to be streaming, I think, for a while.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be crazy late, but as of right now, Nevada has not quite as vehemently started closing things. I think it's a matter of time, but as of right now, we're in the middle of a tournament. I think we're going to finish this baby out.
Most definitely.
Through tomorrow night. So through Tuesday night, join us here live on Bad Boys TV. Summerfield Habner.
Mike D.
Mike D.
Oh, she's taking that to the left.
Oh, shoot. Man.
Oh.
Steven, thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty well. This has all been pretty wild. I just had to call my staff in Oregon and tell them bar's closed. And that, like for a while, like a month at least. So small businesses getting hit first.
Ouch.
And a whole bunch of people that I love and
hurts.
care about out of work. I mean, I know that everybody's going through this, so it's nothing special, but sure feel for all those guys. And I am grateful that they made that decision. But I mean, if you're looking at health consequences versus economic consequences, I guess I'd take economic, you know?
Yeah.
So here's hoping we're going to get ahead of this thing.
Yeah, that's tough, man. No great answer for that one.
Yeah. Speaking of no great answer for that one, what are you doing with this 9-10 ball?
I am going off the rail into the 9 ball and leaving a safe.
Yes.
Some version of that. And
so you're going, I think I'm going underneath, because I think you can fit the cue ball right back there. I'm just knocking the 9 ball.
Exactly.
She's playing this combo, but it looks like she's coming around to play a secondary save.
Yes. I don't think it worked.
I do not think it worked. And man, If anybody's been up for the job, this is a $700 shot right here. This is huge. This is Jonathan Amo stepping
Ooh.
up. He's playing the carom. He's not going to cut that ball.
Jonathan, I like what you're thinking, buddy. I like it.
You like the carom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You like the carom over that cut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because you're a crazy person?
No, yeah, you see that carom enough and it goes.
In what world is that an easier shot than cutting the ball across the table?
I think the margin for error
maybe larger.
Is longer with the cut, and I think it's less than with the carom.
You cut that ball, he's still got problems. You got a great chance of making it, and you're heading back up table. You could get lucky and not leave anything on the 14, leave him end to end and hung in the pocket. I don't know. If you miss on the carom, I guess, I don't know. We'll see.
Do you go to the left, maybe?
What's that?
Would you like cutting it to the left?
That's what I'm saying, is cut to the lower left-hand corner
gotcha.
pocket. I'm not saying cut to the right.
Right.
Not at all. And you think you're just pushing forward through this?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm clipping the 9 ball and it goes right in the pocket.
Clipping the 9.
Yeah.
I hit too much of the 9 ball, I think, when I hit this. I do love caroms, though. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love those little clippy shots.
Right. Well, one of these days you're going to have to introduce me to this Karen you keep talking about.
Sharon?
Right.
Yeah. That's carom to you, bud.
Right.
Yeah. I think he's going to make this. That was not an ice cube.
See, when checked on our schedule with Kenny, is that what happened?
Something like that? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that just looks like a cut. It's a little further away, but that just...
Right.
Yep. I think that's the move. That's what he's doing. Is he's going to shoot this carom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think he is, yeah.
It's hard to say, huh?
$700 carom right here. Oh, man, he did cut it. Look at how this is going to work out.
Wow.
I think that's pretty awesome.
His way.
It's not hung in the pocket.
Right.
But steep on the 6 ball. You miss that shot, you're going to sell out.
Yep.
13, 10 are close together. Those are just always kind of tricky to look at. 13 definitely goes. What do you think? Are you starting with the 13, 14?
I'd really like to move that 14 over by my pocket and just let this guy shoot.
So
I don't
you're
like the
saying
10, 11.
Bank the 14 down to the lower right-hand corner pocket and follow it up?
No, I like a ball down there on that end also right now. So I'd like the 14 stand over there.
Well, what about that, though? What about just knocking the 14 even 2 rails back to the lower left-hand corner pocket and taking the cue ball to the right-hand side of the table?
Yeah, that sounds like doing a lot. I think I'd slide off that 14 and just leave the cue ball over there by the corner pocket.
All right.
I don't want to do too much, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you're going to play this with right English so that you get to the right-hand side of the table?
Yes.
Like so?
Yes.
Not quite that far.
I had a match earlier, and I left the guy. He banked the cue ball. No. He hit the 5 ball, banked the 5 ball into a 7-something combo for basic shape on getting out, including shape on the 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I cried.
I think that's
it was not
really
my finest
healthy.
Moment.
You're a big crier.
Right?
And I think that's good.
Thank you.
I think that's an important thing.
It's been 5 minutes.
Express your emotions. You know?
Yeah. Karen. That's right, Riley.
All right. Yeah, knowing who's coming up next definitely factors into some of these decisions. But
yes.
All these players playing really good.
Right.
Audra, she's kicking to make this ball, isn't she? Excuse me. Are you 2-rail kicking to knock this ball out of there?
Yeah, and I probably more than anything coming under the 4 ball because I want to make sure I hit it.
I think she's lining up thin. A little bit short. Hopefully she's hitting some left English on that ball. Oh my gosh,
geez.
What a hit. Get out of there.
That was
Get
pretty
out of
close. Oh, no.
Such a good shot.
Oh, no.
At the bottom of the 8.
Oh, these guys just need one more game. Is that right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, that's not the case.
No, that was the other.
Totally.
Oh,
This is
wow.
Wade with an opportunity to make it hill. This is the thriller right here. From Manila. 13 ball. Go time.
Yeah, right? I'm going to need a cup of coffee before our next match.
Yeah, I hear you. I have had a mate and a coffee, and I think I'm going to go back to mate.
Really?
Yeah.
What time do you think our next match is?
I think we're going to have a second match coming up here really soon. Right, 2 rails out or just straight?
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good shot. Ugh. He drifted a little out of line there, didn't he?
Yep. And, Krautmaster, we don't know what the next match is. And right now, we're looking at Wade making this a hill. So they could very well be going to a second match, which would be a race to 3.
Right. Thank you, Rebel. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think either ball you choose here, you just push through it. So push through here to get back. Look at how great she hit that ball.
Wow, that was a great shot, dude.
Unfortunately, kind of on the wrong side of that 14 because you're going to want to run around now.
Yeah.
But really easy 3-rail shape here.
Oh, definitely.
It's going the right way. Thunk.
Thunk.
Sorry, I just slapped Mike D in the face.
Correction.
Yeah.
Smack.
Thunk. Have you seen Colby's mail delivery service?
No.
We're going to have to have her in here. Maybe in this next race, we're going to have Colby in. See, I don't think I'm going to leave that short side. I just want to get all the way. But it was kind of going at the 8 ball.
And she delivers mail?
She's delivering mail
Okay.
by air. So
okay.
It's been pretty efficient.
Okay.
I'm impressed with her style. I'm going to have her in here to tell you all about it. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. She took that kind of fast. This is the right way to play this. You hit this. To travel a width and a half of the table. So that if you happen to miss it.
Yeah, get that kilo back on the rail.
Got to make sure you hit a bunch of outside to miss that upper right-hand corner pocket. Look at that shot.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Wow.
Shot there. Holy cow.
Oh, my gosh. That was amazing.
Man, huge congratulations. You're champions right here.
Dude.
Audra Wasson and Jonathan Ammo. That is huge. They're playing out of Felt Billiards in Englewood, Colorado. Their sponsors are Bear Down Billiards and Felt Billiards. Huge shout out to Jessica Wade and Chris Wade, our runners up. They wanted to give a shout out to their family and friends. This is Summerfield Habner
and Mike D.
Bad Boys TV coming to you live from the 2020 CSI Expo. More action coming up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. OBQs, check it out. My favorite commercial on the internet.
Thanks, guys.